Hello, my name's Liza O'Moore and I'm the Associate Dean Academic for the Faculty of Engineering, Architecture and Information Technology. And I'm delighted to welcome you to your studies at UQ within our faculty. In this short presentation, I'm going to go through some overarching administrative information to get you started in your studies with us here at UQ. I'd like to begin with an acknowledgement of country, and on behalf of the university, acknowledge the traditional owners and their custodianship of the lands upon which we gather and meet, and pay our respects to their ancestors who continue strong cultural and spiritual connections to this country, and we recognise their valuable contributions to both Australian and global society. So getting started with your studies within the Faculty of EAIT. If you need further information, you can access that at the link on the screen there. So a brief overview of the university structure. Some of you haven't studied at a university before. So I'm the Associate Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Architecture and Information Technology. Sometimes we just shorten that to EIT. Within this faculty, there are 5 schools: the School of Architecture, the School of Chemical Engineering, the School of Civil Engineering, the School of Mechanical and Mining Engineering, and the School of Information Technology and Electrical Engineering. In your studies, you may very well undertake courses taught within other faculties and other schools. So many of you will study courses that are given by the Faculty of Science. So for example, if you're studying Math 1051, that course is taught by the School of Mathematics and Physics and sits within the Faculty of Science. You may also engage with the Faculty of Business, Economics and Law, the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, etc. In terms of how a university operates, faculties administer your degree program, and in the case of EIT, we also administer the first year engineering academic advice. Schools teach courses and also give academic advice in later years. So UQ has its own language, and so I'd like to really briefly run through some of the terms that you're going to hear people use during your time at UQ. When we talk about a program, what we're talking about is the degree that you're studying. So the Bachelor of Computer Science is a program. The Bachelor of Engineering Honours is a program. When we talk about a course, what we're really talking about is what you would often call a subject. So each course has a unique course code. So for example, CSSE 1001, ENGG 1100, or ARCH 7014. We also talk about units, and a unit is a measure of the workload for a particular course. Most courses, but not all, most courses are 2 units. And a standard study load is 8 units per semester, so 4 courses. Each program or degree has a different number of unit requirements to complete. So for the Master of Engineering, it's a 32 unit Masters, so it requires 32 units to complete, and at 8 units per semester, it typically takes 4 semesters or 2 years. The Bachelor of Information Technology, the Bachelor of Computer Science, the Bachelor of Architectural Design, and the Bachelor of Design require 48 units, so typically 6 semesters or 3 years. The Bachelor of Engineering Honours requires 64 units, so that typically takes 8 semesters or 4 years. If you want more information about getting started at UQ, please go to the web address there at the bottom of the slide, and you can get general information about commencing your studies at UQ. So choosing your courses. So it will very much depend on the particular program you are enrolled in. Depending on your program, you may find that your studies this semester are entirely pre-specified. They may be mostly specified with some space for choice, or it might be entirely elective choice. It very much depends on the particular program. Most of you should have already received some information about this, but you may still have questions. So there will be specific orientation sessions available for each program within this faculty, and at those sessions we'll be able to provide you with more details regarding what you should be studying for your particular degree or program. These sessions will run on Tuesday the 15th of February with online and on-campus options. For further details, please go to the web address there, which will give you specific information regarding the orientation programs for this faculty. So the vast majority of courses this semester will have two options, an external mode or an internal mode. And it's really important that you understand the differences between these two modes and what is required to study in these two modes. An external mode offering of a course is one that can be done entirely online. All classes and assessment will be possible to complete without attending campus. If you are studying offshore, you should be enrolling in external mode only. For internal mode, this version of the course will have on-campus classes that are scheduled, and that might be laboratories or tutorials or workshops or possibly lectures. You will need to attend campus for assessment. Some learning activities may be online, but if you are enrolled in internal mode, you must be prepared and able to attend your scheduled on-campus classes and assessment. This means that you need to be complying with UQ's vaccine requirements. You should enrol in the mode that best suits your circumstances, as expected from week 1 of the semester. Students who are outside the Brisbane area should be enrolling in external mode, even if you're expecting to arrive in Brisbane at a later date. It will be possible in most courses to change from external to internal modes up to the 18th of March. While some of the activities may vary between internal and external offerings of the single course, teaching staff are working very hard to ensure that you achieve the same learning outcomes in both versions of the course and that you'll have a great learning experience no matter which version of the course you're enrolled in. So, timetables, changing and dropping courses. Your class allocation is done via the My Timetable system, which you access via your My UQ dashboard. Go to My SciNet to enrol in your chosen courses. Then you need to go to My Timetable to use Allocate Plus to preference your class choices. This is open until 4 p.m. Friday the 28th of January. Classes are then allocated automatically and your personal timetables will be released on Monday the 7th of February. Between the 7th of February and the 7th of March, there's what we call the class adjustment period. So if you didn't get the time that you wanted or you now need to change times, you can use My Timetable to swap to other classes if there's space, add your name to a wait list to swap to preferred classes. If you're still having issues with your timetable, then please contact the faculty timetable team at eait.mytimetable@uq.edu.au. Please make sure that you provide my team with specific advice, your full name, your student number, the program or degree that you're enrolled in, and the specific course or courses where you're having issues with your timetable. Need to change or add courses? Well, then you simply go to step 1, then 2 or 4, depending on the time of when you change. Adding a course is available until Friday the 4th of March. After Friday the 4th of March, you may be allowed to add a course. Please come in and see us at the faculty for help and advice. If you need to drop a course, international students need to be aware that you need to discuss with the faculty before you reduce your study load below 8 units or 4 courses. Census date, which is the last day to drop a course without financial penalty, is the 31st of March. The last day to withdraw from a course without academic penalty, but you maintain your financial liability, is the 30th of April. So course profiles and websites, sometimes we call these ECPs, electronic course profiles. In your ECP, it will describe what you can expect in a course, It will outline the topics covered, what the learning outcomes are for the course, what the assessment is and when it's due, if there are calculator restrictions, what the textbooks are, and other important information. You can access your ECP via either MyUQ, via Blackboard, or via the Courses and Programs website. Each course will have a course Blackboard site available via www.learn.uq.edu.au, and the course Blackboard site should be available just before commencement of the semester. Your UQ email is very important. All official university communication will be sent to you via your student email account. You can choose to set this up to forward your student emails to your Gmail address or what other alternative email address you might prefer. But you need to understand that we assume that when we have sent an email to your student email account, that it has been read by you in a timely fashion. So it's really important that you regularly check on your student emails. If you're emailing us, including your lecturers, please always include your full name, your 8-digit student number that starts with a 4, what program you're studying, what plan you're studying if it's applicable, and a contact telephone number. This information is really important so that we can respond to your email efficiently and correctly. The UQ has a student code of conduct, and this sets out what you can expect from the university, but also what the university and its staff expect from you. One of the key principles is that all members of the university community deserve respect from others in both formal and informal contexts. You are expected to engage with others, both online and in person, in a respectful manner. For more information, you can go to the web address here and read the Student Code of Conduct. The university and the EIT faculty regard academic integrity as a key cornerstone of our culture at UQ. We take it very seriously. You must not use the work of others without appropriate referencing and citation. You must not share code for individual assignments. You need to know when group work is appropriate and when it's not appropriate. You must not let others use your work or your answers. And if you're unsure, please ask your lecturer before the due date. Don't ask your friends, don't ask your brother or your sister. Ask your lecturer about what academic integrity is required for that particular assessment item. We have very effective electronic detection of plagiarism, and we use it, and the penalties can be quite severe. There is a compulsory information and online learning module that all students are required to complete before they can re-enroll in semester 2. In fact, some of your courses may require that you complete the integrity module as part of the course itself. At UQ and in the Engineering, Architecture and Information Technology faculty, we take occupational health and safety very seriously. Your safety on campus and the safety of everyone around you is everyone's responsibility. You must follow the guidelines and rules for all teaching spaces, and these will vary depending on the particular teaching space and activity. Your course profile and your course lecturer will provide additional information. No food or drinks are allowed in computer labs. You should not use a swipe card to let anyone else into the labs. And any devices, such as computer chargers, must be tested and tagged. For information on how to arrange testing and tagging, please visit the web address. For on-campus students, there will also be additional guidance specifically about COVID-19, and this may vary from class to class and will focus around social distancing, cleaning and hygiene, and the required compulsory use of PPE, such as masks. This will vary based on activities, the learning environment, and government regulations at the time. So please listen to your teaching staff carefully when they provide this advice. If you need more help And if you need some tips on how to get started here at UQ and in EAD, please go to the web address here where you'll find lots of information and links to important places on the university. So whether you're enrolled in an internal or an external mode of a course offering, some of all of your classes will have components delivered online. Some of you will be doing this for the first time, some of you may be very experienced at it. But there's a good chance you'll also be using new technology. So courses can use a wide range of tools. All courses will have a Blackboard site. Some will use Zoom, some will use Piazza, Slack, Discord or Ed. And week 1, find out what these are and get these set up to use. Each course coordinator or lecturer will provide you with information about what's required for your courses. Engaging in live sessions, attending and participating in live online sessions will help you connect with staff and students and make the experience more interesting and enjoyable. And we know that students who engage and who make friends on campus do better academically. If you're having a problem at all, please get in touch with the staff and we'll help you as best we can. And if we can't help you, we'll direct you to the person or the team that can. UQ has significant support resources available to you. But one of the differences between high school and university is that if you need help, you are probably going to have to look for it yourself. To get help with your academic work, you'll have tutors in class, course coordinators, lecturers. Check the course profile and the course Blackboard site. Some courses may have drop-in sessions for additional support. The UQ Library runs workshops and support for finding information. And UQ Student Services, learning advisors and workshops are a great place to get study tips for being successful at UQ. If you're having challenges around working out what courses to enrol in, please come to your program orientation session during O Week. If you are still having some challenges, then please contact an academic advisor. If you go to the web address there, you'll see the different academic advisors for different programs, and you'll be able to reach out to them via the contact details there. If you're having problems within your course, contact your course coordinator first, and if it's still not resolved, then please contact the relevant school office. If you don't know what the relevant school office is for a particular course, look in the electronic course profile. It clearly tells you there which school is the owner of that course. Remember, there's no such thing as a silly question. Other things to consider: if you're having problems with your program or your degree, if you want to add or change courses or perhaps even change what you're studying, if you're having difficulty interpreting or arranging your timetable, if you want to apply for credit for previous studies, for any of these things, please come to the faculty office in the Hawken building. Our staff will be able to assist you there. UQ Student Central have international advisors, disability advisors, counsellors, accommodation support staff and employment support staff. You can find out more about UQ Central at the web address there. And remember to look after yourself. Sleep, exercise, eat well, and it should also say have some fun. For our international students, we do provide some additional support as there are some unique challenges for international students when they commence their studies. We have a dedicated international student advisor, Rachel Crook, and she can be contacted at the email address you can see there. EAD International Student Mentoring Program is in place. We have free academic English language support programs. For more information around the support available to international students, please go to the web address that you can see on this slide. Opportunities to get involved in the life of a student at UQ are enormous. You can get involved with clubs and societies. This will allow you to connect with other students. You can do that in your class, of course, but UQ has an enormous number of clubs and societies. There are student societies that are aligned with this faculty, and you can find out more about them at the web address shown here. And there are also a wide variety of more general clubs and societies that are aligned with UQU, the University of Queensland Student Union. This faculty has a wonderful student employability team, and the employability team run a variety of activities, workshops, employability consultations, interview preparation, industry networking events. They are located in the Hawken building on level 3, and their web address shown there provides you with lots of information about what sessions are available and when they're available. We're also lucky in this faculty to have UQ Innovate. It's a fantastic hands-on workshop space where students and staff can meet and collaborate. We use this space both for coursework, and if you're doing Eng 1100 and some of the other courses and other programs, you'll be using UQ Innovate for your design and build. But this space is also available for students to use for extracurricular activities. Global experiences. We're really hoping that global experiences will be back on the agenda for semester 2 this year. But global experiences are a great addition to your experience here at UQ, but it's really good to start planning for those in year 1. We have long exchanges and we have short-term experiences. If you go to the web address there on this slide, you can find more about both these sorts of programs, and you can see the wide variety of activities that might appeal to you. If you've got any further questions, or if you need more information, I'll just wrap up by saying please attend your orientation sessions. Really important that you attend those sessions. See our new students resources page where there's information for all students starting across all our programs here in the faculty. If you've got a question or you need help, you can go to the Find Support page for the faculty. And if you still can't find what you're looking for, please get in touch with the faculty at inquiries@eat.uq.edu.au, where our team will do their best to help you. So that's the end of this brief overview of commencing your studies at UQ. I really look forward to seeing you at Orientation Week. Please come along and enjoy all the O-Week activities. It's a great way to supercharge your start to studying at UQ. See you then.